channel. My name is Brandi Tarot. For your pick a read today, you have pick a witch, which represents what kind of witch are you? And if you don't go by witches, we could go what kind of psychic are you? So today I have 4 piles for you. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. Each witch has a queen card underneath representing your spiritual gift and ability that would be most prominent. So we're going to keep it creative. We're going to keep it mystical and fantasy-like. And if you enjoy it, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you at your pile. Witch number 1, welcome to your reading. If this was the one you were drawn to, I have a sense that you may be a light worker, okay? So if that term rings a bell with you, just because the light comes from within this candle. It's the only one that lights up, and it's the only one that has that magic source within, okay? It also has the orange hat on the top. I don't know what kind of significance that's going to be yet, but the other ones are purple. So it's an individual, unique, green-faced witch. So let's see what court card you have to go with her. Put it right here for now. Oh, you have the Queen of Cups. So for me, this is the healer, the feeler, the clairsentient. It is the group that has those empathic abilities, those type of Reiki abilities, the type that can move and fluctuate with energy because they are in so control of their emotional sides, their cups. So you have the nurturer, the mother, the lover. You have somebody that is able to work well with love potions and relationships, anything to do with one other person, that kind of stuff. Let's go into your other oracle cards and see what traits or what kind of people you guys are helping. What are your abilities? Okay, looking at your guys' oracles here, we have Starseed, what lights you up? Wow. Then we have the beggar, child wounded, lover. Underneath them, clarifying we have self-worth, quest, grief. And this card here, I took it as it would be your magical, like your essence. What would be your aura or your glow as a witch? And it's funny that it came through as blue-green, just as well as your little cutie is also green-faced. So we'll get into that. But starting with your 6-pack here, we have beggar and self-worth. So for your light attributes, it's saying that you have an awakened the spiritual authority in humanity, compassion, and self-esteem. So it literally has a self-esteem and self-worth underneath. You are the person or the witch that people would go to in order to feel more confident in themselves, to be able to make things happen, to be able to understand. Maybe you were the person that is so in touch with the mystical side that people and other not as experienced witches would come to you for your advice and your guidance. You would help with the child wounded, the younger people, maybe because in your beginning of your journey, you were in the dark on it. You didn't really know, things weren't in your favor, where you've had to learn the hard way. It's been a whole quest, a whole journey to get where you've been, which allows you to be able to completely help others to transform themselves. The lover is great passion and devotion, appreciation. It is complete beauty. You, I feel, would be, like I started, would be in charge, like how I said, you would be in charge of making the love potions. You would be the one that people would say, am I going to marry this one? Or am I having a new love come into my life? That is you. That is right up your alley. You're that kind of witch. You're also the type to help with people that have lost as well, have dealt with great loss and things that are on the emotionally depth scale, anything dealing with the heart chakra, and you're able to connect so deeply with your intuition and the other beings out there. The communication comes so strong for you. The frequency that you guys are able to work with and manipulate with like the energy and that kind of stuff, you can physically feel it in your body. So it goes straight from the brain, from the knowledge of your ancestors, or however you want to call it, your abilities, and then you have a feeling in your body and you're able to then make an assumption or make a decision on it. It's something that comes from practice and understanding of your own self. So the communications, let's see. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through your hearts and the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of the source and balanced exchange. You're the type of person that never allows anybody to take more from you. You're a giver, giver, giver. Now the balance is complete. You understand what energy is yours and what energy is somebody else's. You're so in control of that it is able to now help and heal others in those needing areas. The children, the romances, the people that are just struggling and need some answers. You are the person and the witch that they would go to for those. Ooh, how exciting. Let's pull some more cards for you. Okay. Witch number 1, let's pull some more tarot for you to see what other information we can get on your witch light. Woo! What kind of powers or mystic abilities will you be enhancing in others? Okay. Pile 1. Let's see. Beauty and confidence, reassurance. You're confident, reassuring. Ace of Wands, also good at manifesting, coming up with desires and action plans. Fire as well, like any fire or candles. Oh, excuse me. So we have the Hangman popping up. That is allowing yourself to be in unison with the other realms, kind of allowing things to be as they may, looking at things from a different perspective. I could see you gazing into like a crystal ball and using different techniques, like I think it's psychometry, when you're able to like hold things in your hand physically, how they're holding it, and then they can get a feeling and a sense off of it. I feel like people would bring you like amulets or necklaces, rings, jewelry. They would bring you things and say, hey, can you get a feel and a read off of this? You would be the type of person that had trinkets all over. The Tower, you're the person that people come to in tragic moments when they are in need of reassurance. Maybe you would be the type of witch that people would seek out to find a very high quality type of experience people would get with you. Okay, wow. Okay. Pile number 1. It says a lot, being that you have this glow around you with the Hangman. You just have an abundance of knowledge. You're just one step ahead of one step ahead. Somebody that's really good at understanding that finances and that kind of stuff in the material world is just things. There are way more different beings and different things out there. You were a mystical witch. You probably were able to, I am understanding now, Jupiter expansion, very worldly and wide open of knowledge, enthusiasm, optimistic, generous. So you're the type of person that didn't take much if somebody needed something and they only had a couple pennies or, you know, a silver piece, you would be like, okay, like you would take it. You weren't the type of person that did it so much for the money. You did it for the healing, which is in your nature, wanting to help people take chances, help people explore themselves more, help, like it says, seeking and traveling with the Jupiter. So it's from a vast, like, variety of people. Maybe skeptics that weren't so much believers came to you, and, you know, they would come to you and say, hey, I have an illness or a sickness. And you're the type of person that is able to then, okay, feel it in your body. You have chest pains. And they're like, wow, how did they know that? It's because you're able to then feel it. You can manipulate energy and understand it that way. What a very exciting witch you have. Your potential was ever growing. It never stopped. You never capped out. You just had this natural flow to you. Okay? Lastly, let's get a moon card for you. Let's see what type of moon energy you guys used to work with, which rituals were most important to you, what time were you the most powerful. Being that you're a healer, and the water is your base feeling, I guess, your base element. I get a strong sense that the moon was very important to you guys. You synced up with it. It was important in your growth and in your spiritual practice. If you were a witch, it would be right up your alley. That's what we got. All right, we got 3. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini, being that I want to, don't like double face, like two-face, seeing things from different angles, being able to communicate so well. Maybe you spoke like different languages, like you could hear different languages and were able to say different prayers and spells, so that you were able to understand so many different books and translation. A personal issue reaches resolution. Another full moon. You guys were full moon babies. Anytime the moon is blue, big, it was a huge time for you. Cancer season, Gemini season, these are the warm summer months as well. It's where it's the heat and the passion is in the air, and the water is flowing. It's not ice cold. It's just, I see like the Temperance card, just ever flowing, ever loving. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. So you guys made your intentions, planted your seeds, made sure that you had your goals in mind, your things set in the way they needed to in the new moon. And then by the time the full moon came, you released it, and boom, things happened. You made things happen for you. What an exciting witch. That's all I have for you. Pile 1, witch number 1. I hope you liked it. Feel free to leave comments if it resonates, a little story. This is all fantasy, so if you enjoy it, comment, like, subscribe. Love you guys. Witch number 2, hello. Welcome to your reading. The feeling I get from your witch statue is you were a very proper witch, a very traditional witch, a witch that does things by the book and follows all the ingredients to a T. You may have a perfectly in-ordered spice cabinet, somebody that is, I want to say like OCD witch, but a witch that knows, because of the cat being so tall, I feel like your knowledge is high. It's like high vibing. Let's see, what queen card do you have? Oh, the Queen of Pentacles. Look at you guys. This is the queen that would be the earth queen, the practical queen, the queen that has the knowledge for it all, the one that works hard and gets things done, the one that isn't afraid to use their hands. They use their herbs, they use the earthly materials, they have the elements perfectly placed and balanced when they do their routines. I'm getting a star drawn out, so you could do definitely like circle work, you could do any type of gatherings, large gatherings, like multiple people. You would be the leader of like the leader of a coven, or the somebody that has a lot of children, a lot of experience. That's what I'm thinking, like an older witch. You don't like a crone. A crone. That's exactly a proper witch, like one that has been around the block. You are that type, very nurturing, very loving, very understanding, but knows the craft. Very, very precise in knowing the craft. All right, let's take a look at more of your oracle cards. Okay, Witch 2, getting a closer look at your oracles. So we have the Virgin, the Priest, and the Dalliant, with the soulmate, trickery, and faith. We have your aura, your poof, your energy, your color, your essence that you would exude is this deep, dark indigo blue with the consciousness. And this is exactly what I was picturing in my mind as I was assuming you would be the leader here in the middle, and circled with so many different stones and crystals and people and angels and ancestors working your magic. That's what I had pictured. That's crazy. So, with the Virgin and the soulmate, to me, you would be the witch that people would go to before they got married, or before the big day happens when they lose that virginity. You would go and bless them. They're the type of people that they would take your word for it, and you would give them the blessing or the advice, maybe the remedies, the herbs, the things to calm and soothe them. You were somebody that took on people that were young and virgin, meaning innocent, somebody that haven't dipped their toes into the ways of the witch world. You would be able to recognize people that are in your soul tribe. You had a giant following, I have a feeling. Being a witch, it was something that came so naturally and easy to you. You were able to cast the little spells, do the little things, play tricks on things. Being that the priest is here, the priest is so high up in authority, closest, wisdom to God. I feel like when it came to matters of actual religion, it annoyed you. You went based on spirituality, but with a faith undertone. The consciousness that you were able to tap into is a little different than others. You were able to understand that this lifetime is just for this lifetime, with the faith being here. You knew that other ancestors and different realms were out there. You had strong faith in your beliefs, and people admired that and followed you for that. They came to you for that wisdom and advice in those specific areas of just being yourself, being creative, being a go-getter. Like I said, like a practical witch, the day-to-day life, doing things and following through, using matters of the heart to lead the way. This says, delighting in the arts without having it to be a profession. So you weren't sought out as a witch for your abilities, but people just knew not to mess with you or cross you in any way like that. I feel like being the queen and in the best of your abilities, you just had so many different talents. You weren't known for just one thing. anything earthly matters was your repertoire, whether it's new home ideas or tapping into different earth matters or hurricanes, different seasonal things, anything that has to do with growth and growing the economy and the society and the world alone, like just the earth, growing it up and allowing the consciousness and the light codes to come down through you and just spread. You just spread your love and your faith and your light to other people, and they seek to you as a spiritual leader, birthing a new age, bringing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Exactly. Following the beat of your own drum, being so strong in your ways. Like, she is fancy, she knows her stuff, and she is still embracing her true identity. And that's the type of witch that you would be. Let's pull some more cards. Okay, pile 2. Let's get some more tarot. A storyline aspect of the people that you would help. What kind of witch? Ooh, coming through the King of Swords. So people in higher authority would ask you for advice, or these are the people that would challenge you. I have a feeling that it was either one way or the other. You were either like a religious go-getter in a way where you preached about spirituality and abundance of life and love, but I have a feeling that people looked at you in a certain way and it may have ruffled a couple feathers. I have a lot of male energy coming towards you too. You're probably beautiful, or the soulmates is screaming out to me. So it's like males would come to you asking about their soulmate, or the religious people would come, kind of like a miser. You would be the one to warn people about the troubles ahead and help them in their finishings, like the things that are going wrong, whether it be war, or you would already have the answers to them or how to fix it. And with the consciousness being here, and it's number 17, it says the ability to have all the multidimensional aspects, like you're able to include them into reality. So the things you get from higher knowledge, you were able to express them and deliver them in earthly ways that was different and understandable to maybe non-mystics, people that weren't as like spiritually gifted. Page of Pentacles. So I think people would pay a healthy coin for your advice. I think being that this was the like the witch, and that was, say this was your profession, like you're a witch for real, people would pay you. This would be a financial living for you. You wouldn't have to worry about income because your skills are that good. Like, it'd be kind of just coming in. The Queen of Pentacles, you had enough to go around. The Queen of Pentacles is also very giving and charitable, but can see through bullcrap. Like, when people were coming into her or you for advice and they weren't genuine, you were able to see it. The trickery never. Let's see. Saturn, the dad card, or the strict, stern card, where you know the rules. No bending the rules. It says discipline and structure, grounding, bones, self-control, traditions. Exactly as we had started the reading, Saturn is the planet that controls all of that, and that being the one that came out for you, it's showing that you have the major sense of control and you have the stability within you. It's a matter of you opening up and discovering it. ambition test, responsibilities, practical witch, like I had said for you. That's amazing. I love the synchronicities. Lastly, I want to get a moon card for you guys and see what time or phases of the moon was big for your witching days. Pile 2, witch number 2. All right, what did we have here? We have this one showing its face. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Are you freaking kidding me? Full moon in Pisces. This is the straight up spiritual, like 12th house, hidden knowledge. Like it's the literally the mystic, and the full moon is the time when it's so explosive and the energy is so powerful. You guys were probably top dogs. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. I think once you have had mastered your abilities and opened yourself up, the little day-to-day things, they didn't bother you anymore. You were able to cut right through it and hone in your abilities. You're the type of witch that had a perfectly like grimoire, a nice altar, had all the herbs growing. You had your stuff in order and in line. Okay, last one is a win-win outcome is forecast. Another full moon in Libra. What a lover card. Libra, all about romance and marriage, the 7th house with the soulmates. You were the witch that people would really, I feel like, sob to, like help me with my problems. Is she the one? Is he the one? How do I maintain this lifestyle? How do I help with my financial goals? Any full moon practices you did were for a crowd. I think you were a very outspoken and looked up to idealistic witch. That's what I got for you, pile 2. If it resonates and you liked it, if it was interesting, please comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Love you. Hello, witch number 3. Welcome to your reading with this little cutie. She is the only one that has a bell, so makes noise, which to me rings like clairaudient, like you were able to get messages quickly and soundly through your ears and your mental. You also have a fun cape here and a pumpkin belly. I feel like fashion and witchy attire was and is your thing. That would be in your home, on your body, your trinkets. You were able to dress up in the witch attire. Also with her, she's like a happy witch. I feel like it's the type of witch that is like go with the flow and very powerful in her ways, but mystic. Think of the different colored hair, the different ways of doing things. Let's see what Queen card you have. Queen of Swords. So the clairvoyant, the one that is all-knowing. You're the witch that also, I think, is unmarried. The witch that is a solo. Think of her like a bubbly old crone, but not old. You could be young in the same body, but that type of mannerisms where you are secure in yourself because I guess the messages and your powers are so strong that you've dealt with them basically, I feel like, since you were like a young witch. Like you had grown up being a witch. That's just the way it is. It wasn't like a smack in the face one day you've got powers. You've always been intuitive. You've always had the knowledge. And I feel like you could even be the witch that is the medium, the one that's able to talk to the other spirits in the higher clouds in the different realms. Let's take a look at your oracles and get some more information. Okay, witch number 3. So with your oracle cards, we have Hinduist, Vampire, Angel, rejection, workaholic, perseverance. And your energy, your aura, your magic color would be number 36, prosperity. So these would be the essence and colors you exude, which is like rainbow, which is amazing. Just like your aura that I was picking up on, so colorful and vibrant. You have sisterhood of the rose. So these would be the people that you worked with. Beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. Ooh, you guys are insanely powerful. I'm definitely getting the medium vibes from this because of the vampire and the angel. You were able to see both the dark, like the darker side of magic, the evils, and also the angels and the light. And the whole shebang in witch life was so much fun. It is fun for you. With rejection being the clarifier of this, it's saying that you see all the spirits around you, you didn't allow them to be in the personal bubble anymore. That's something that you were able to completely master. You may have had a lot of problems with people judging you, or I'm even sensing like fearful situations where you were scared and in frightful situations, but you're able to move out of it by just being happy and enjoying the life and celebrating the beauty in yourself. Prosperity, it says, the frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the illusions of everything that makes our body, mind, and heart, soul, and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebrate of abundance and riches that the universe provides. Exactly. No getting sucked into the energy vampires. No getting sucked into the workaholic lifestyle. You would be the witch that people would go to and crave for advice, ask them to cleanse my home. What do I need to do? I need to talk to my grandmother that has passed. You were the middleman between that. You were the witch that is able to see all sides and be like a leader and a teacher to those that wanted to learn. It wasn't a professional craft witching. It was more of a self journey, but so powerful, where it continued, and you continued your whole life. You persevered. You were the type of person that helps those in need. Don't allow things to suck their energy. Enjoy the fruitfulness that life has to offer. Wonderful. Let's pull some more cards. Okay, pile 3, witch 3. Let's get some more tarot. Maybe a storyline of the people that would come to you in need. What kind of witchy things would you do? What kind of witchy things would pile 3 do? Celebrate. Look, there's the 3 of Cups here, along with all the harvesting. So I think you were like a harvesting witch. You allowed a lot of potential and growth. You really set intentions. You were an intentional witch. You did things, and I'm getting the feeling that it came so naturally for you that you didn't even know you were doing it most of the time. It's just the way of life. It's just the way of life for you. You had sisters, you had a sisterhood, maybe a threes coven. You could have been a part of a pact where you were with other witches, and you gathered together and celebrated all the time and tried different spells together. You may conjure. Yeah, okay. Night terrors, that kind of stuff. Spirits through the night, that things you mastered, you worked on. You were able to help people with that. You would come in and like you were able to like bless the house and talk to them and move them on. The Queen of Pentacles, being under the angel, people looked up to you in such a motherly way, but in a beauty form as well. You have 2 queens coming out. The queen of the earthly matters, and then the queen of the mental brain as well. So think of it that way. You were able to translate with the prosperity what you had and make everything grow around you. The Empress falling out on the bottom of abundance and beauty, and people would come from far away to get your advice, to get your knowledge, to get the answers they need in how to maintain and grow their lives. Also, I have a feeling that you worked with a lot of like pregnancy and mothering things. So maybe you were like a psychic medium, but also like a midwife, that type of witch. Let's get some more cards for you guys. You had a lot of people seeking for your help because they trusted you. Trustworthy. You trusted yourself. Let's see what we have. Pisces, yes. The mystic, absolutely. The all-knowing, the knower, just whew, in the first house. So this is you, your self-control, self-confidence. You worked well with people in their literally their daily lives, the things that they need to work on for their own self-growth, like I was saying. The first house, physical body, outlook, self-image, life philosophy, awakening. You help people with their spiritual awakenings. You could have been the one to first come up with that and preach it all because you've been there, done that. Imaginative, compassionate, healing, adoring, magical, allowing, spiritual, anybody that was alluring. You would be able to allure people just by your energy alone. Your or essence magic. You're just, that's what I said, like from the beginning, you were able to dress that way. You were that way. You are that witch. Pile 3, you are that witch. The one that's very powerful and all-knowing and can connect and hear so many different things, but puts herself first, and the potential's endless. Let's get a moon card for you. What were significant moon times? What spells or certain phases impacted you in your witching life? Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. The people that were frightened, maybe things that, that's what I was saying, attachments, like things that were attached on to them, they came to you and you helped them release it with the new moon. That is setting intentions, and that's a powerful time. That's when the world is darker. The moon's not shining as bright. Scorpio, another water card too, showing your intuition being really strong. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon, absolutely. The go-getter. That's what I was like trying to understand, is you were the person that made the decisions and started taking leaps forward and doing things. The sisterhood gathered and grew around you. You were part of a movement, and your abilities were so effortless. Last one we have, you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo, very nurturing, very loving and earthly, practical. Somebody that has the drive and the organization skills, the technique, and Virgo being the sixth house, it's all about helping and healing and good health and basically like giving fortune to others. So, ooh, like fortune teller, perfect, like a perfect example, giving your help and offering it to others in need for them to love themselves and have a better life. That's what I have for you, the type of witch you are. Pile number 3. If it resonated and you liked it, comment, subscribe, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number 4, witch number 4. Welcome to your reading. You're the last one. And with your little girl, I have a sense that you are maybe a magical like witch, like she has a broom, somebody that is that physically has things as like equipment. So you have a wand, you have a broom, you have a cauldron, that type of thing. You have a little apron. So this is the potion master. This is the witch that is very, like, I have a sense handsy. You're a handsy witch. You're very capable in doing things like that. So let's get your queen card. Queen of Wands. Beautiful. You're the magic manifester. Like how she has a wand here and a wand here too. Love the coincidence. This is also the animal witch is what I heard too. Like with the little capping here, you were the one that was able to communicate with the animals. So, you know, like the birds, the cats, watch the house, blah, blah, blah. You were able to be that kind of witch. Somebody that is very passionate and driven. Somebody that, like I was saying, can make things happen. A manifester. Somebody that the earth materials, you probably have water, fire, earth, air. You had the elements in place doing your spells. You have all the ingredients you need. You're a very mystical witch and getting the job done. That is your job. You get the job done. Let's get into your oracles to see more information for you. Witch number 4. So these are your oracles. You got Prince, Saboteur, and Queen with guilt, instinct, and destiny. Then your essence and your aura, your color, the magical poof that you would exude would be this green color with the super solid orange yellow middle of allowance, number 9. You also have Lumeria and Pillar of Light. I only pulled one card for the other ones, but you had to get 2, which shows me that your witch is extremely powerful with her hands and maneuvering, because I couldn't put it away. I had to pull it for your card, and the one it is the vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So maybe this is like letting you know that if this resonates with you deeply, it's probably because you do have some of these tendencies. Okay, so let's dive in. With the allowance, it shows that the frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, or without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. Ooh, you guys were very expansive witches. With the Prince here, in your clarifier of guilt, I think the clients that would come to you and that you would help with were women, females, that were upset over the sadness of their, I guess, lack of love in their life, or the tragedies that have happened in their relationships. You were able to help them see a bigger and brighter picture and not allow the guilt to kind of around that sacral chakra to like drag them down. Very sexual in a way where you were, it shows the Queen here. So it's a benevolent authority and it protects others, but with the regal feminine aspect. So you were so beautiful and alluring that you made it happen, and then you were able to share your gifts with other people. You put curses and blessings on the people that need be, but you stayed true to yourself. So the saboteur, you had the power and the ability to do that, but the instincts with the animals here, again, the wolves, and you got 2 of the higher like crown chakra cards with destiny and the Buddhas and the monk here. Your connection to the higher power was so strong that the earthly matters came in like cha-chinga, cha-chinga, cha-chinga. You're so easily able to manipulate earth things for your benefit, because ultimately it's the benefit of everybody, because what you operate at is desire and passion. It says creating heaven on earth. It's happening. You made things just as gorgeous as you envisioned them. So your house and your witch home was probably quaint, secluded, a big yard, lots of like roses and flowers and animals. I'm imagining Snow White-esque, but on a more powerful spectrum, okay? You had no fears dealing with other people is exactly like the feeling I'm getting. You were a people person. You were able to help them with their problems and allow them to see their better potential. Like, tap into yourself. Allow yourself the guidance. You really stuck to your own, and when people needed you, you were able to be that bright light for them. Beautiful. Let's pull some more cards. Okay, pile 4. Let's get some more tarot and get a storyline for you guys. What type of people would you help? Who would come to you for your for their witching needs? Jeez. It kind of flew. I think, like, if you were a witch, you would be like, like, be there in a flash. Maybe even send messengers word by animals. That's what I think. Let's get some more storyline. Ooh, 3 of Wands. So people came great distance to see you. You're, I think people came to you for one thing and they left getting another. Like, they came to you hoping and wanting this man. I want to love. I want somebody to come into my life. But they left a better person. You sparked interest in them where they found out that the happiness isn't from other people. It's about yourself. And so maybe you even did like releasing spells on people so that they could be more comfortable with who they are. Ooh, the Hierophant. So being with the Saboteur, anything religious, I feel like, was maybe in rival or competition with you. Your methods were a little unorthodox for people of this stature, but you see how it doesn't really matter if it's a spiritual or religious or any type of thing like that. This Hierophant was the one in charge, like leading the services, leading the motion. People respect and understand and like come to this man or woman witch for advice because they know it's real. That's how people looked at you. And I think that it may even like frighten people sometimes with the accuracy you had. You followed your own destiny, and it was needed to be done in order to expand consciousness, is what I'm feeling. Righting wrongs that maybe some religious things had put a damper on, like tarot, for instance. You know, you could have been an oracle reader, and being that you are the oracle, you could have been a reader where it goes against certain things. But with the sun, you always brought that purity and that joy into it. The baby's blessing. and think of it like a new day, like a beginning of a new day. I think you were a sun witch, because fire is the element and it's like heat. I'm not getting like a nighttime under the moon ritual witch. I have a sense that you were more of an outdoor sunbathing witch. You used like the solar energy. The Hangman with the solar energy again. This is allowing things to just be as they may. The chips to fall and allowing like your connection with source to get a different perspective, and you just let it ride out and allow things, patiently sitting and waiting for things to manifest for you. Earth took its course and you followed along because of your intuition, which is the Queen of Cups here. The people that came to you left, like I was saying, in a different way. They left so happy and emotionally satisfied. Also, think of it like beautiful. You're going into the salon for a haircut and then you come out with something else. And then you come out with your eyebrows done as well, and you just feel that much more amazing. That's the way people would leave you feeling. They would go in one way, and you would, with the green, the heart chakra, you would give them that healing love, self-encouragement, and boom. A game changer. Like this witch knows her, you know? Get some more cards for you. Witch number 4. Wow. Chiron, healing. You came and you healed and nurtured people. It says healing powers growth, personal development, traumas and shame, sensitivity, forgiveness, self-power, cleansing. This is you. This is what you did for other people. It was your profession, and it is your witchly duty to make sure that people see and understand. You used your own third eye and your knowledge to help people. Like, you've been there, done that. Come on, there's another way to live. People loved your enthusiasm for life is what I'm trying to get at. It was healing, your words, your words, your herbs, everything. Lastly, let's get a moon card for you. What's a significant time for witch number 4 and her spells? No, thank you. Too many. I'll just get a couple. There we go. Let's see what we have. Ooh, the end of a life cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Yes, full moon. So explosive energy, lots of illumination. Capricorn is doing things one step at a time. Making your voice heard, putting in the work, getting things done, and becoming as successful as you would like to be. Your dreams are limitless. The energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. So during the waxing moon phases is when you guys, this color, this pink purple, the essence around you guys is so magical. Like the energy that you guys exude, it's like constant, like ongoing. Like this witch is able to make things happen. Okay? So this is all I have for you, pile 4, witch number 4. I hope you liked it. If it resonated, leave me a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Love you guys.